Hi, Pragla.
Good afternoon. Hello, Sabaranath.
Hello there.
Nice to meet you. So we are just waiting for some more people to arrive, so I
Perfect.
can present, so I can introduce you, and I'm going to make you the leader or the control this, so you can share your screen. Let's have a quick look and make you. But how are you?
I'm keeping okay. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Are you based in India or UK?
Oh, very much based in India, based in Chennai, though. Yeah.
Okay,
And how are
fantastic.
you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Yeah, it's so I've been living in India now for 3 months, um,
Okay.
and I'm the liaison officer and also the head of the teaching programs that we deliver. So I've got a good mix of speaking to our students, but then also speaking to find people like yourselves who will be looking after our students when we send them off on their exciting journey.
Mhm.
I'm going to make you a host, Sabaranath, so you can. Do you have a PowerPoint?
Yeah, I have a PowerPoint, to present. Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, so I've made you a host now, so you can share your screen to show us your presentation. Um,
Yeah.
okay, but yeah, we'll be sharing this with our students so that they can see what the benefits of studying at Heriot-Watt. I know you've got a very good reputation for encouraging entrepreneurship, and we encourage that a lot in our students.
Okay.
Um, as well as your industry connections and focus on sustainability. This is something that we think are very important for our students to be looking for when it comes to searching for a university. So we're very excited to be able to send more students to Heriot-Watt.
Thank you for that, actually. Yeah, that's at the heart of the institution, specifically, the industrial connections what the institution has got, and then specifically, and also focusing on what the industry needs right now, whether be it in engineering or in business, specifically. So that's what we specify in our courses, what we have to offer, and actually,
Mhm.
be it in engineering, because sustainability is now the need of the hour, isn't it, in the corporate sector. And
Absolutely.
also be it in any other subject areas. So we focus a lot on to what the industry needs, specifically. And that the kind of approach actually is helping students to um, get jobs, basically, which is really great. Yeah.
Mhm.
And seeing great success stories here, specifically, and also with the graduate survey outcome, which came out about 6 weeks back from HAZA, when we're number fourth in the UK for employability, which is really strong, and I'm sure that should have a good effect on the QS World rankings in the next forthcoming year.
Fantastic. Okay,
Okay.
well, we're going to let people come along when they. I'll invite them in when they present themselves, but I'll leave the floor to you now to show us your presentation.
Okay, right. Thank you, Nick. Right. Good afternoon, all, and thank you so much for coming in for this session hosted by Heriot-Watt University, along with Meridian Consultants, specifically, rather Meridian Overseas Consultants. Going forward, let me introduce myself. I'm Shaprinath. I'm the Director of Partnerships and Branding, India at Heriot-Watt University. Do have a team of recruitment colleagues, which is led by Meenush Sharma, Hiral Chakani, and Sio Parker. Probably you might connect with them in your journey to Heriot-Watt, specifically. So let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Heriot-Watt University. So we are a Scottish university based in Edinburgh, and tracing back our origin in 1821, we're talking about 200 plus years of teaching experience. We've been changing lives of people for the last 200 years. And we are a very specialized university. We specialize majorly in science, technology, engineering, mathematics. that's majorly on to do with STEM subjects, and also in area of design and business, which is taught at our institution in a specific way. So we do not have a law school, we don't have a med school, etc., but we focus majorly in area of STEM, design and business. So that's the institution for you indeed, specifically. So we teach at the undergraduate, postgraduate, and also at the PhD level, specifically. So the three key USPs what the institution has gotten, specifically, which is quite evident from our teaching, specifically, we're top in our ranking in teaching, and absolutely. And of course, we are very strong in research, and research is at the heart of the institution. And of course, the research what our academicians and scientists do has got a huge impact onto the society. I mean, number 9th in the UK for research impact indeed. And of course, that actually helps students to have a kind of a good exposure with the industry, because that's quite important in your education these days, specifically. And of course, because of these two areas being very strong, but also very strong in employability, basically. So it's not just about upskilling, but also that platform what the institution provides you to network. So the two mantras that is today important in today's corporate world is specifically what corporates are and industry looks out for is how specialized are you, basically. What are your key skills? That's very important, specifically too. So how do you get that is by upskilling yourself. So upskilling is quite important for all students who are looking out for a great career in the industry. Two, the next important mantra is networking. So the university also provides you that platform for you to network, with the industry, specifically, and that makes you students more employable, specifically. And that's the two key mantras what we follow here at Heriot-Watt as well. Like, so we're quite strong in teaching, quite strong in research, and that actually helps our students to become more employable, which is also quite evident from our QS World Rankings, which we have seen in the last 5 years. The institution has seen a huge growth in terms of our QSM world ranking. So in the last 5 years, we've moved up from 381 to 235 indeed. So that's a good leap what the institution has got in the last 5 years. And of course, there are multiple factors, the various factors that QS looks in is not just about teaching, but also student outcome, the student success rate, the facilities, the research outcome, and also into sustainability and various other factors majorly on with employers and what do employers think about our students, etc. These are various factors what we're looking at. So the aim of the institution is to keep improving in all these areas to ensure that we go up the rankings in the future, in the upcoming years, specifically. And with that, when we look at
sorry to interrupt. That's just very impressive. So I just wanted to point out to our viewers how impressive that is. That officially puts you in the top 1% universities in the world having that ranking.
Absolutely.
So that's very impressive.
Absolutely. Sorry, right. And of course, we have actually raised in. Yeah. So we've seen that great leap from last year from 281 in the world to 235 indeed. And of course, and then when we compare that with because the target audience here is more from India, specifically when we compare ourselves with India, specifically, so there are 3 institutions from India which are above us, basically. So that's the IIT Bombay, IIT in Delhi, and the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. So that's the level of the institution. So you can compare yourself, Heriot-Watt, with the institutions in India, specifically. And of course, we are quite strong in our employability as well. As number 14 in the UK for employability, and first in Scotland absolutely. And we also share stands with 2 other institutions for the highest paid graduate salaries. So we're number 17 in the UK, indeed, and also first in Scotland in terms of graduate salaries, indeed. So that's where we stand as an institution. So Heriot-Watt is quite strong in research, like I said earlier. So we're kind of very strong in research. So about 88.6% of our research output is world-leading and is internationally accepted according to the research exercise framework. That's REF 2022 data. And of course, we're quite strong in few subject areas like physics, mathematics, engineering, and also in area built environment specifically. And last year, we won the Queen's Anniversary Prize, which is supposed to be the highest recognition for any university. For the fourth time in our history, we won the Queen's Anniversary Prize for our research in photonics, basically. So that's a quite strong area, what we particularly, that's area in physics indeed. The institution is quite strong in research, and of course, because of the research, basically, we also have strong connections with the industry, because most of these research are done for the industry and also along with industry partners. So that also makes our students, get that exposure and what is needed in the industry whilst being a student at the institution. Going forward on with Sunday Times subject rankings, when you see the key subject areas, specifically, so we are also in the top in the UK, for a few specific subject areas, which includes right from built environment to chemical engineering, be it mathematics, physics, astronomy, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, accounting and finance, art and design, chemical, electrical, electronic engineering, and business management and marketing indeed. So we find ourselves in the top 25 institutions in terms of subject areas, specifically. So I also like to say that we are not a Russell Group institution. We kind of compare ourselves very strongly. We compete with Russell Group institutions in the subject areas that what we have to offer indeed. Going forward, there's a very short video about what we focus in terms of our research department, specifically, and what we offer. And that's a short video. I believe that I have got the permission to play this video. Yeah.
We sit in a greenfield campus here in the west of Edinburgh, around 300 acres. We were the first UK university to have a research park co-located. So we see the campus as being an innovation district. Economies don't stand still, so we have to keep generating the skills. So we've got to train the undergraduates so they can go out and deliver for the economy. But we've also got to facilitate and help the established companies and the startups. We've got numerous incubators and accelerators across the university, here in the grids, in our Edinburgh Business School, and also in our Robotarium and Net Zero and Health and Care Technologies. Here in the grid, we have lots of different spaces in which businesses can collaborate with us, but we also have our Imagineering Zone, uses digital twins and virtual prototypes to help organisations explore problems more quickly. In a virtual world, we can create many different scenarios and be incredibly creative. And it's also to have an environment that supports the development of innovation, of being creative. So the innovation is a response to a world changing, and we need that innovation to find the solutions to the challenge that we have today and the challenge that are coming. And sometimes in good research is developing solutions for challenges that are not even known yet. But we are ahead of that, because when the challenge comes, we're already delivering the solution. We have very much a focus on tackling core global research challenges organised around what we call global research institutes, so very much focused around sustainability and delivering net zero, which is something that's critically important in the current context, given what's happening with climate change. In robotics and AI, which is pervasive already throughout society and has continued to grow. So how do we do that and drive it for the common good? What are the implications as we grow in numbers and we grow in terms of the processes for our earth and marine environments that we live in? Heriot-Watt is absolutely critical in working with the major multinationals. And what are we doing now with them? We're helping them towards that energy transition to address the needs of climate change. And then how do we actually deliver in an aging population the health and care technologies that we're actually going to support? Because, as a larger proportion of the population lives to a greater age, we have much more support to do, and we've got to use technology support. So the university is aligned addressing those core global challenges, whilst at the same time maintaining a sort of core capability and fundamental technologies of the future. So quantum technologies that will impact on our imaging systems, our sensing systems, our communication systems to give us absolute security. So making sure we address that fundamental, because that's the pipeline to tomorrow's solutions.
It's a different approach to research. We are listening to industry. We're bringing them on board to work with us, and we're co-producing these solutions for the future.
Heriot-Watt stands as, I would argue, certainly in that top tier of universities who are solving real problems.
The aspiration for the future, because of the location here in the research park, is to grow those facilities so that companies can not only start here, they can scale and grow and flourish.
And that's from that's Global Research, Innovation and Discovery team, and specifically, which actually is a part of all our research institutes, and we have some research institutes within the institution which delivers the undergraduate, postgraduate study as well. So that's kind of the approach what we have more towards the industry. So Heriot-Watt is a very global university because we are not just based in the UK, but also have our overseas campuses based in Dubai as well as in Malaysia. In Dubai, we were the first British university to open up a campus in Dubai. We're completely accredited by CAA, as by the Ministry of Education in UAE, and also by KHDA as a 5-star rated university. In Malaysia, we're again in the tier 1 university. So in Dubai, we are still like 17 years old. In Malaysia, we're 11 years old. Indeed, so these are our extended campuses. The beauty about us that is we offer this identical degrees like what we offer in Edinburgh, Dubai, as well as in Malaysia. So preferably students who come in for an undergraduate study, you also have an option of of starting your course in Dubai or in Malaysia and then transferring to the UK or to any of these campuses, specifically. So Global is what we have, a scheme where you can transfer between campuses because we offer identical degrees across all the 3 campuses, basically. So making us a truly international global university. Now, today, the focus is majorly on the UK campus, specifically. The UK campus is based in Scotland, in Edinburgh. So in Edinburgh, we've got 3 campuses, but, that Edinburgh campus is the main campus of the university, put in the west of Edinburgh in a beautiful campus of about 380 acres. So I call it ourselves as a student village because we got all the facilities right in one place, specifically be it the accommodation, be it the study centers or libraries and research units, etc. So all based in one campus majorly. So we also have 2 other campuses based in the UK, very much in Scotland. Edinburgh is the main campus, and that's where almost all the courses run, specifically. We also in-house Heriot-Watt Research Park, first of its kind in Europe. And of course, we also have Edinburgh Business School, the largest business school of Scotland, very much within the campus. And coming to an university, student well-being is very important. So we also have about 70 plus clubs and societies where you can get involved in, including sports clubs. Basically, we have about 33 sport clubs and Orium, the Scotland's national sports performance center, is right inside the campus. We also have an NHS facility right inside campus with resident GP and also dental practitioner on the campus. And also the campus is also a very safe environment for students. Like Edinburgh is, as you may be aware, that Edinburgh is the 3rd safest city in the world by Rough Guide 2022, indeed. So we also have universal halls of residence within the campus. We have currently about 2,000 plus rooms available. I'm talking about individual rooms because we believe in privacy quite a lot indeed. And going forward to our next campus is the Galashiels campus. That's more towards south of Scotland and more close to England. And of course, that's where the Scottish Borders campus is basically, and that's where the School of Textile and Fashion is based in. So that's a luxury textile hub of UK. Specifically, we are the 2nd oldest textile design school in the world, originated in 1883, specifically, and that's a campus which focuses majorly on textiles, be it picking up the raw material that is needed for a garment, be it hand weaving, machine weaving, printing, or knitting or knitwear designs, pattern cutting, whatsoever is needed for a garment, an outcome of a garment. is manufactured there. So they specifically, we're not based in the high streets where we sell, garments, but we are based in where the industry is based in. So Gala is also the luxury textile hub of UK. So brands like Chanel, Pringle, Harris Street, Burberry has got its factories around the uni. And one quite strong thing what we boast at the university is all faculty who teach at the institution, they come with very strong industrial exposure. They were either working in the industry or they run their own businesses, basically. And we also have very strong links in India. Our research partner in India in knitwear design is the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, where we have knitwear design research happening right now. And currently, as I speak right now, some of my faculty from the School of Art and Fashion is based in Ahmedabad. They're doing a week of teaching at NID in Ahmedabad right now. Yeah, so they're closing by this Friday, indeed. Yeah, going forward. So always, key things what normally when I see students ask me is, why do I study in Scotland, specifically? Why not London, etc.? So London has always been a key point for students, specifically. But when I talk about Scotland, I also talk about the industries that are based in Scotland and what are the various industries that contribute to the economy of Scotland, absolutely. And when I look from that point of view, we have in Scotland, we have various industries that contribute to the economy, right from financial services, banking, investments, insurance, asset servicing. The financial sector is a huge sector. And of course, Edinburgh is the second financial city of UK and the fourth financial hub of Europe, indeed. And of course, software technology is quite strong in Scotland, absolutely. The government is also focusing a lot in making Edinburgh the data capital of Europe, indeed. Edinburgh is also the data capital of UK right now. And that's been lots of investments that's happening in Edinburgh for that reason. When you look at from the SDI Scottish Development Index, when you look at from the last 2 quarters stats, specifically, we also see that there is loads of FDI, foreign direct investments in the area of software technology, majorly in Edinburgh. So that's also looking really great. Fintech, financial technology, is growing up in Glasgow, in specific, within Scotland. And Scotland traditionally is quite strong for the oil, gas, and petroleum resources, basically, but North Sea with the maximum oil resources that belt between Edinburgh and Aberdeen. Scotland's geographical location also supports renewable energy companies quite a lot. So energy is quite strong in Scotland. And of course, 97.1% of electricity used in Scotland comes in from renewable resources. That's quite strong. And of course, Scotland is also known as the powerhouse of the United Kingdom. So the other industries that contribute includes right from manufacturing, particularly in the area of engineering, aerospace, shipbuilding, etc. as another area. And then again, textiles, construction, electronics. Scotland is also popular for its breweries, particularly well known for its Scotch whiskies and of course the beers, etc. The brewing sector is a massive sector, indeed. And Heriot-Watt also has a very unique course that's an MSc in brewing and distilling. That's a very unique course in the whole country, manufacturing whiskies and beers and gins, and which is welcome very much by students from India. Who work in this sector, specifically. Scotland is also strong in its mineral resources, agriculture, fisheries, life science, food sector, tourism, and hospitality. These are various sectors that contribute to the economy. So as engineers, business professionals, you can look forward to work in these sectors within Scotland as well. And according to SDI, by March 2022, there are about 360,910 private sector businesses operating in Scotland, specifically. So students can look forward to work in Scotland as well. Not just work in Scotland, we also see our students working in other parts of the United Kingdom, indeed. So the kind of opportunities what you have is quite strong as well, in Scotland. So that can be a strong reason why you can look forward to study. And of course, Scotland also has got very strong university, and all the universities in Scotland are very strong in its research, very and we also work very closely together in Scotland among institutions, specifically. So I can say an example. We run a course along with the University of Edinburgh. You get a dual degree. That's in a master's in high performance computing. That's quite interesting. So, so in Scottish universities, we also work together in area of research, etc. So that's one thing which you can see studying in Scotland. And Scotland is also very warm and welcoming as well. And of course, I'm going more on to career opportunities specifically. That's one thing what we stress out. And these are, we are also top 3 in Scotland for graduate prospects according to Complete University Guide 2022. And 95% of students are in a job within the first 6 months after graduation by DLHE. DLHE is Destination Level Higher Education Stats, specifically. And you're seeing brands where we got the permission to use their logos. These are where our recent cohort of students have gone to work. And this is the post-COVID cohort indeed. You see familiar brands there. And this is where we have the permission to use their logos by the data protection policy. Yeah. We still have few where we do not have the permission indeed, so we haven't used their logos there. The best platform where you can go and look forward to connect with our alumni is basically if you can go onto LinkedIn, so go on to Heriot-Watt University page. There are about over 104,000 plus alumni there, and you can get connected. You can look out for alumni working in your own space, like where you're looking forward to study. You can interact with them and find what positions they are specifically, and that's the best way how you can connect with industry, connect with people as well, and who are here for grads as well, to get the feedback about education studying at institution. So right from CV making sessions to professional development sessions to, in fact, communicative English sessions, because that's what's important these days, because ChatGPT and WhatsApp has killed our students, basically, the communication. So we can also focus on communicative English sessions, and also we do job fairs. We do generic job fairs, but also subject-specific job fairs within the campus where you get to meet with employers and discuss, etc. So that's, again, a short video from our career placement cell with the support what we have to offer to our students, indeed.
So Heriot-Watt graduates have qualifications that make them highly employable. But in order to leverage that effectively in the employment market, they really do need to build their skills, their knowledge, and the toolkit that will help them to then transfer that into really meaningful work. The purpose of the Careers and Graduate Futures team is to make sure that our students do have those skills and that knowledge that gives them the confidence to go forward and be successes. We're proud that we engage with the whole university during their student journey, right from day one when they arrive at the university until after they graduate. And we've now extended that into a lifetime service, where graduates from any of our campuses can come back to us for advice with their career management, not just 2 years after they graduate, but long into the future as well. As a student at Heriot-Watt, you are likely to meet us, both through your course, but also through the events and the other activities that we run. Your careers consultant will come and introduce themselves to you, and they may be running some workshops within your course. A key part of our work is also to offer individual advice, so that you can talk to your careers consultant at any point during your university journey. You can book an appointment with them, and they will help you with whatever stage you're at with your career management. We can also help with all the practical things as well. If you have an interview coming up, or you're applying for a job and need a really good CV, we're highly experienced in helping you to prepare all of these sorts of things. Our aim is to give you the confidence that you need in moving forward with your career plans.
Yeah, that's the kind of support what we offer at the Career and Placement Cell. And of course, going back to the key things which I normally say, because as a part of my job role, I also work quite a lot with corporates in India, specifically designing short-term courses for them. So when I talk to HR directors, HR managers and CHROs from various companies like I always say that two mantra is specifically upskilling. And we provide that upskilling through our various schools, be it in engineering, be it in mathematics, be it in computer science, business, and in tech sales. So through various schools. So we got 5 schools in our uni, specifically offering a range of courses. But today we are going to focus majorly on the January 2024 starts and courses what we have to offer in January 2024, specifically. So we offer a range of courses in business, which includes right from international business management, which is normally a substitute to an MBA, because it focuses majorly on strategy, leadership, and economics, the 3 pillars that is needed for any business professional. And also it focuses on marketing, human resources, logistics and supply chain, operations management, and also project management. So students have a choice of picking up the electives according to what you wish to become and what you wish to frame or get into in the future, specifically. At the business school, we also offer MSc in strategic project management, the one which is in red, the ones which are in red, they are strategic project management. And that is a PMI accredited degree. We are one among the 3 universities in the UK to be accredited by PMI under the Global Accreditation Center. We also offer the MSc in business strategy, leadership, and change, which focuses on strategy, leadership, and also change management, which is a CMI UK accredited degree. On completion of this master's degree, you receive a master's from us, but also you will also receive a level 6 diploma in strategy and leadership from CMI UK. And we are all living in a very data-driven world today. So MSc in business analytics and consultancy is a course that focuses majorly in big data management, big data analytics, business analytics, network analytics, and how do you provide management consulting on with analytics or intelligence, what you grab from analytics, specifically, and how do you provide directions, consulting to various organizations on with how you read the data. At the finance school, all the courses what we offer at the Center of Finance and Investment at Edinburgh Business School is also supported by Bloomberg Trading Terminals, offering students live access to financial data. We are one among the 35 universities in the world to be a Bloomberg experiential learning partner. So we offer courses in area of accounting and finance, which focuses majorly on finance and taxation, and also into economics, banking and finance, which focuses on economics and how economics has got influence on money markets, and also focusing on banking, corporate finance, and foreign exchange. We also focus on finance and management for students who are looking out for not just corporate finance, but also with a mix of strategy and project management within the financial sector. So that would be good for students who are looking for a combination of both finance and management, and MSc in finance, which focuses majorly into corporate finance, financial analysis, portfolio management, etc. Okay. At the School of Psychology, we do not offer clinical psychology, but we offer business psychology, but focuses majorly on how psychology is used majorly in multinational corporations, basically. So we have 3 courses. That's an MSc in business psychology, an MSc in business psychology with human resource management, and an MSc in business psychology with intercultural communication. So, and how psychology plays a major role. So how human behavioral skills, which is very important, particularly our MSc in business psychology with human resource management is quite welcomed by working professionals as well. And this focuses majorly on well-being. It focuses on performance checks and how psychologists play a major role in counseling and also in headhunting and psychometric testing within organizations. So majorly it is for talent acquisition. At our School of Engineering, so we offer the MSc in Mechanical Engineering, which is our traditional course, which we've been teaching for quite long, indeed, which is an IMechE accredited. It focuses on engineering design, manufacturing, and also engine systems, and global sustainability engineering, which addresses the need of the hour right now, particularly in reducing carbon emission, and how do you use renewable solutions, basically, to provide a sustainable world for the future. MSc in Civil Engineering with Industry Placement, which is a 2-year program, which includes an industrial internship, an MSc in Civil Engineering and Construction Management, And at this built environment, we also offer MSc in construction project management and commercial management and quantity surveying. And we've been consistently at the top for these programs with a key focus on sustainability again. And these courses in civil engineering are offered by a Center of Excellence for Sustainable Building Design. Going forward, at a School of Computer Science, again, we kind of quite strong there in computer science. We were the first School of Computer Science of Scotland and one of the foremost providers of computer science in the UK. We focus on what is a movement in the ICT sector right now, specifically focusing on artificial intelligence, data science, software engineering, and robotics. In fact, the UK government's AI Robotics Research Centre, that's a national robotorium of UK, is inside the campus, and which opened up its doors in October 2022, which is a £27 billion investment from the UK government right inside the campus, focusing majorly on AI and robotics research. And we also have Tata Consultancy Services, popularly known as TCS, who is a strategic partner of the university in AI and robotics research. Going forward, at the Scottish Borders campus, we offer the course that's an MSc in Interior Architecture and Design for students who have an architecture or an interior design background. The course again here focuses on providing sustainable designs there, and we also offer MSc MA in Digital Design and Innovation. More in the area of fashion, we offer fashion design, fashion management, fashion and textile management, and also design management. So these are various courses which has January 2024 start. Now, looking forward for an entry requirement, specifically for most of our subjects, we look out for a 55 to 60%, depending on the institution from a graduate or from India. So normally, in a few universities like University of Delhi, Mumbai, etc., we can accept students with 55% above, but normally engineering STEM courses will need a 60% above. Now, our MSc in International Business Management will require a 60% and above, and MSc in Construction Project Management and Quantity Surveying will also require 60% in the undergraduate. We are okay if you have any there's no cap on with backlogs, as long as you have completed the degree within the given time period, indeed. Now, with English language requirements, so if you have graduated within the last 5 years, so if a student has graduated within the last 5 years, that's before 2018, so within 2018 and 2023, if you have a 70% in English in class 12, except if you are from Haryana and Punjab state boards, basically. In that case, you can submit a medium of instruction letter from the institution where you graduated. We will also check your English communication via an interview. If you're strong enough in your communication, we will be able to exempt you from an IELTS or a TOEFL. If you have graduated before 5 years, and if your class 12 is very much within the last 10 years, and if you're working with a multinational corporation, only a multinational corporation or a government agency, and only if it is verifiable, you can submit a medium of communication letter from your employer. This is majorly for working professionals. And that medium of communication has to be verifiable, and you will also have an interview with us to check your communication. And if you're strong enough, we would be able to exempt you from an IELTS or TOEFL or PTE. And if you've completed your class 12 before 10 years, then we will need you to sit for an IELTS and get 6.5 overall band score with 6 initiative component or an equivalent PTE or a TOEFL. But please know that we do not accept home-based test, and you will have to do a center-based examination. But going forward to our tuition fees, is basically our tuition fee at the master's level. It ranges from £19,000 to £26,000 indeed. And of course, for the advanced engineering courses, which we offer, if you have a 60% in your undergraduate study, we offer a £3,000 scholarship. For the engineering, computer science, and advanced business courses, which is about £23,000, we offer a £2,500 scholarship. And for the regular master's degree, which is priced at about £19,000, we offer a £1,500 scholarship. And please know that these scholarships are offered at the unconditional offer stage. Going forward, key deadlines for the January intake, and specifically, the application deadline is the 10th of December. The last day to meet all conditions in the offer is the 19th of December. So, and please know that our application turnaround time with from the day you make an application, it will be 2 to 3 working days. And if you are nearing the deadline and if you need a quicker decision in it, absolutely, we would give importance in that case. Like you can connect with your counselor at Meridian Overseas, and they will connect with us, and we can offer a decision in 24 hours too, depending on the priority, specifically. But that request has to come from a member of staff, a senior member of staff from Meridian Overseas. So in that case, we will consider immediately for that. Indeed. And of course, the total overall initial deposit, what we expect from students, is a £4,000 deposit of your tuition fee, and the remaining tuition fee can be paid in 4 equal installments after you arrive in the UK. So the initial deposit, what you got to do is to pay £1,000 after you meet all academic conditions. You'll be called for an English language and an immigration check interview, basically, which would take about 15 minutes, basically, to check your English language communication, and also to check if you have any bad immigration history to the UK or to any other country. So we should do immigration checks, basically. Once after you clear that, you can pay the remaining £3,000. Your CAS application has to be done once after your offer becomes an unconditional firm offer. The last day to make a CAS application is the 3rd of January. A CAS processing time, right now, though we say about 5 working days, we are issuing CAS in 24 hours right now at the moment. Okay, so these are key dates for the January intake. If you're looking for September start, and of course, we do have more courses running in September. And I'm sure that we will get back again for another show like this. They will be explaining after the January intake about courses starting in September start, indeed. So that's again a short video.
So I was just going to say that's a good reminder for any students that are watching this or aspiring students. You haven't got much time to get your applications in. If you wish to start in January. So thank you for preparing those dates for us.
Yeah. Okay, so that's again a short video on why did we choose the Heriot-Watt. You can hear that from our students and from the faculty specifically.
You should study a postgraduate at Heriot-Watt because you'll make connections for life, whether these be friendship or industry. It's a global university, so there's links to all over the world with their campuses and also with the businesses that come in and provide help and support.
Heriot-Watt's an excellent place to study postgraduate programs at master's level because it provides that unique combination of academic excellence and practical relevance.
The student community are really engaged in activities through the Sports Centre in Oriam and through the Students' Association as well.
The staff and facilities are exceptional. The Edinburgh campus is really quite a beautiful place as well, and a lovely city, so I would really highly recommend it.
So that's from my end indeed, and I'm open to any kind of questions and answers if you have any. And I'm not so sure how do we do that actually, so I believe there will be a chat box where you can ask your questions. I believe over to Nick.
Thank you very much, Sabaranath. That was a fantastic, very informative presentation. I've mentioned on the chat, if anyone wants to ask any questions, then please ask them now. If not, we will send you an email with some more, any questions that my colleagues might have, and we can pass that information on to our students. I've got a couple of questions. I noticed you had a campus on the Orkney Islands, a living laboratory. What sort of courses would you need to study if you would like to see that? That does sound quite exciting.
Okay, yeah, we do have a satellite campus based in Orkney Islands, and that's about 3,000 people live in that island, indeed, in Orkney. And these courses run only in September start. That's what I didn't touch base in this presentation. And we have exactly 5 courses that run at the master's level, more on to do with marine renewable energy, more on to do with international marine science, climate change, and protection, indeed. So that's a typical kind of courses what we run at that campus, indeed. and it's very unique, you know, and of course we do have a couple of students from India, which majorly who normally come on the Chevening Scholarship, or two specific scholarship or STEM scholarships, you know, specifically to study this program, because these are very niche programs to the subject areas, be it in marine renewable energy or marine and ocean protection. That's more of working more towards protecting the ocean from plastics and other areas, you know, specifically. And also it focuses on oil and gas innovation. So that's the three different areas which we focus. We have 5 master's courses running in that campus. It's a very
I'm sorry. I was going to say, yes, exactly. It's a very pertinent place. If you're interested in environmental science and things, there's quite a lot of discussion in the sort of environmental activist world about the North Sea at the moment. So it's certainly an area of great interest for the globe at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. And I just hope that if you can, it's a great place to live if you can handle the cold, because it's a very beautiful place.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree to you. Like, and it's very, and getting to the Orkney Islands is specifically, and I've got like a couple of students who have been there, like, you know, who studied there, and who have also been placed as well immediately, because their courses work quite a lot with the industry there as well. And of course, it's more a practice-based course rather than a classroom-based course, you know, specifically for those subject areas. Yeah.
Fantastic. I've got a question from Rashi, who's one of our counsellors. Do you have any courses for anesthesia or any related courses?
I'm afraid we don't have a med school in our uni, like I said earlier. So we do not offer a course in that subject area. So please, Rashi, we do not have a law school. We don't have a med school in our campus. So we don't have that expertise in that particular area, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. And another question from Roshni. What are the facilities given in the UK for a career placement?
Okay, so we do, like you saw in the video, we also support our students in finding out placement. So right from the day when they arrive and they have access to the career and placement cell, as a part of the course, like, you know, we also see our career consultants coming and talking to the students on but what exactly is the industry looking out for, and how do they frame their specializations accordingly. We do that consultation. We also bring in you know, industrial speakers into the, you know, to the specific classrooms, you know, to talk to students, and we also engage with employers as a part of the whole upskilling part. We help students on the CV making sessions, professional development sessions, and in fact communicative English sessions as well. Like, so Rashi, you would have seen, like, you know, even students these days are being spoiled quite a lot by WhatsApp as well as from ChatGPT, because I myself, like, you know, when I get emails coming in from students saying that, hey, hi, where is my offer letter? That's a single line. They do not say who you are, etc. But like, you know, technically you're totally confused. What do you answer to these questions, you know, specifically? So, and another thing, what you're finding right now is, because of ChatGPT, we are seeing long emails. At times I have to even go into Google to find out, especially the words that are used in there. You know, specifically. So ChatGPT as well as WhatsApp is killing our students. So we help our students in communicative English sessions, you know, specifically how to apply for a job, what should be the content of the email, etc. So when you are applying for jobs, what do employers expect? So communicative English has become something very important. So we also have communicative English sessions, which is a 0 credit module. What we do for students is it's up to them to come and do that sessions, which are done by the career consultants indeed. And also we bring in job fairs within the campus. So we bring in massive fairs. We say, for example, 2 weeks back, we had Scotland's largest career fair right inside our campus. Indeed. So last week we had a project management fair that's specific for project management students, you know, looking out for a career in that particular area. End of the month, we have one for actuarial science. That's an actuarial science fair, you know, specifically. So that's companies which are in the actuarial science business to come and talk to our students about what are the opportunities, what they have, etc. So we do also do career specific, post-specific fairs as well, like to support our students. So we do not guarantee a job, but we provide all the support system that is needed in finding out a job, basically. Yeah.
That's very promising what you said there, and especially I think it's very pertinent what you said about ChatGPT. It can be a very useful tool for for learning from, and if you know how to give it instructions. But yeah, absolutely, I think a lot of people can fall into relying on it completely, and it can stifle learning if you're lazy with it or not careful with it. So it's a very interesting point. Okay, so I've got a few more questions to ask, and we have 10 minutes remaining on the call. So we're going to continue with Shreya. Shreya asks, what sort of scholarships do you offer?
Okay, so at the postgraduate level, if a student has got a 60% and above, it depends on the course what we have to offer. So if you're looking for the advanced engineering courses, for example, which are over £26,000, we offer a £3,000 scholarship. For advanced business courses and engineering, computer science school courses, which are the tuition fees right about over £23,000, basically we offer a £2,500 scholarship. And for the regular master's degree, which is priced at about £19,000, that fee band of £19,000, we offer a £1,500 scholarship if you have a 60%. So all these scholarships are specifically dependent on whether the student has got a first class, that's 60 and above. If they have one, and depending on the course, what they offer, what they have applied for, the scholarships is based on that, basically. Yeah. So we have three bands. That's a 3,000, 2,500, and a £1,500 scholarship. At the undergraduate level, that's specifically for September 2024. So we do have scholarships, and if students have got a 90% and above from 12th standard, whether CBSE board or a state board, or whether they have done an A level or an IBD curriculum, specifically. So they've got good grades, so we offer a £3,000 scholarship every year. So irrespective of the duration of the course, whether they're on a 3-year or a 4-year program, we offer a £3,000 scholarship every year. And if they have an 80% and above 12th standard overall, then we offer a £2,000 scholarship every year. So these are various scholarships what we have to offer at the uni. In addition to them, we also have subject-specific, STEM scholarships, which is normally offered in September, but not for the January starts. Indeed, and that can go up to even full fee waivers, basically. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've just got 2 more questions. First one is from Siddharth. He asks, what is the best course in terms of career and choice jobs that Heriot-Watt offers?
Okay, so we offer a range of courses which are really good. It all depends on what the student is looking out for. So if they are looking out for, say, for example, from the School of Computer Science, I would say the best courses right now, what students can look forward would be an MSc in Artificial Intelligence and an MSc in Data Science, if they're looking at from a computer science point of view, because that's what the industry is looking out for right now. But from a futuristic point of view, they can also look out for MSc in robotics, which is the future. Okay, and if you all, we offer in all our schools, we have courses that are very industry led. So, for example, in our engineering school, we offer global sustainability engineering, which focuses a lot on sustainability, which is the need of the hour in the engineering sector. Again, when we're looking from a built environment point of view, or construction project management, or quantity surveying, or civil engineering is also very popular, because that also focuses on sustainability, which is because, as you know, according to United Nations, 38% of carbon emission comes in from buildings. So how do you find solutions, basically? So that's what we are focusing in at the institution. So it's not just like, every course is very unique in it specifically, and the kind of intelligence what we have in that particular programs, what we have to offer is actually job leading, So it all depends on what the student is looking out for. So it depends on the subject area. For example, in area of business today, what's quite important, we are all living in a data-driven world. So in addition to the modules, what you're doing in a business course, I would recommend students to concentrate on analytics, because in a data-driven, as we are living in a data-driven world, analytics is playing a major role. And when you look from an industry point of view, like whether you're in marketing, whether you're in logistics, everywhere data is being used. So I would recommend students to concentrate more on the data-driven skills, basically, in addition to the regular strategy or leadership what they're studying. So it is not refined to like one particular subject area. This is definitely going to give a job. It's about how one brings their CV. What skills do they particularly have in getting that job, because that's quite important.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's very, very important information that you just handed there. We actually do have two more questions. One's just a very quick one. Do you offer a bachelor course in English literature?
I'm afraid we do not have a language school in our uni, so we do not offer an undergraduate degree in English literature, but we offer translation studies indeed, specifically, but the student will have to know either French, Chinese, or Arabic, or Japanese indeed, and because in addition to English language, basically. But that's more to do with translation, but not English as a subject area. Yeah.
Fantastic. And just one final question. This is from Mimansha. Do you notice that there's an NHS centre on the Edinburgh campus? Could you share with us how students will be facilitated with that?
Okay, so it is something like when every student comes in the UK, they have to register with a GP. Indeed, specifically, and students don't have to go out of the campus. They can register with a GP right there, because you're paying your IHS fee. That would cover your consultation charges, etc. So we have a resident NHS GP doctor right inside the campus as well, so students can make use of the facility within the campus. They don't have to go outside the campus. So the waiting period will be lesser. When you go outside, the waiting period, it's unlike in India, where you walk into a hospital and meet your doctor. Only in emergency cases you can do that in the UK. Otherwise, you've got to wait for your turn, wait for your appointment with the GP, basically. So that's how it is. So the waiting period would be lesser as you're placed inside the campus. Yeah, that's a huge advantage. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I just wanted one last question. So about there isn't an English literature school at Heriot-Watt. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we don't have an English literature school. Yeah.
No. Okay. But I think there's a student who were looking to get into a Scottish university, but not to worry. Thank you very much for that, Sabarna. That was a really, really informative and engaging webinar, and I think our students will benefit a lot from watching this. And I'll try and get us to sort of cut the video so that they know which specific bits to look for, because you did cover a lot of different areas, which was some very important information. If we have any more questions, I'll encourage our students to get in touch with us and we can relay them on to you. But for now, that is just about the end of our time. So thank you very much for taking time out of your day to prepare and present this to us. And yeah, wish you all the best for the coming future.
Thank you so much, and thank you for hosting us in TAG, and of course for all students out there, best wishes in your education. And one key factor, what I would look out for, look at what the industry is looking out for, and pick up the right courses that is more industry focused. And of course, that can actually help you in transforming your lives, basically. And wish you good luck. And thank you, Meridian Overseas, for hosting us specifically. And if you have any questions in the future, please connect with our career consultants at Meridian Overseas, and they will be able to help you in your journey to come to the UK and to come to Heriot-Watt too. Thank you. Good luck. Bye.